Hey everyone, finished watching the next Power Rangers SPD episode, Messenger Part 1. Boom is rushing to show Kruger a radio signal he's picked up. The message is from the future, a future where the Trubians have conquered Earth. Up on Grum's ship, Morgana is training with Orangeheads. She tells Grum she has a plan to defeat the Rangers, and Grum responds if she succeeds, he'll turn her back into Mora. Morgana attacks Z while the others are dealing with a new alien who can smash things like a cannonball. His name is Shorty. I have no idea why his name is Shorty. Morgana overpowers Z, but leaves Z, and then Z joins the Rangers. Alright. Morgana appears piloting a giant robot to assist Shorty. The Rangers fight back with their Megazord. Morgana erects a tower, and Shorty drops a ball down it. He prepares to use an activation device, but Kruger shows up and kicks it away. He tries to attack Shorty, but his sword bounces off him. The Rangers are knocked out of their Megazord, and Morgana leaves her robot to fight them. She finds the activation device, but then it turns out that this tower just sets off fireworks. The Rangers are about to trap the two in containment cards, but suddenly Shorty's brother, Devastation, appears and stops them. They defeat the Rangers and then leave. Flashes of Dino Thunder. The Rangers try to call in reinforcements, but no one can make it. They go out to stop the criminals again, and Shorty grows giant. Cat can't send the Zords, they're still being repaired from the earlier battle. This episode is a straight action story, and those kind of stories can either be a refreshing change of pace or dull. This one falls more into the latter. It's not the worst example of a purely action-driven story, but there's just not a lot of substance here. I think a story focusing more on Boom's radio would have been more interesting. The ominous message from the future is a cool idea, but not much is done with it. I think it should have stated certain occurrences that the Rangers witness, and the more they see from the message come true, the more they lose hope and accept that the message is real. Instead, the message is just awkward, and all that happens is they face three unusually strong opponents. Morgana brings up how Z shot her doll back in the Sam two-parter. I like that they remembered a little detail like that. Shorty and his brother Devastation are pretty boring. They're just standard growly villains. We don't learn any backstory about them outside that they're apparently wanted criminals. Some personality would go a long way in helping them feel more like characters and less like just obstacles. Shorty has the infamous, "I hate empty buildings" line here. This was to reassure Disney executives that no one is implied to be getting hurt when the buildings are being destroyed. This kind of line would have been cringy but understandable back in Time Force or Wild Force, but here it just comes off ridiculous. Buildings have been getting destroyed from the beginning of the series. It's been a standard of the tokusatsu genre since Godzilla in 1954. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers mentioned once or twice an abandoned warehouse district, but that was less about hand-waving away potential casualties and more to explain why we don't see civilians during Megazord fights. Also, this line reminds me of that line they added in for Vegeta in, the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z, where Nappa destroys a building and Vegeta says, "Too bad it's Sunday. That building would have been filled tomorrow." This line, I think, foreshadows some of the executive meddling that would come in the future. The tower Morgana sets up shoots fireworks. Why? Is this a fake out that will pay off in the next episode? Was this some kind of signal to Grum? Or was it just fireworks? No matter what they do, it's going to be really weird. Doggy Kruger reveals he knows who Morgana is, but we don't learn how or why he knows her. Pretty bland episode. SPD's strengths so far have been clever storytelling and well-developed characters. This episode has none of that. The plot is basic and the characters are interchangeably generic. Also, Disney's crappy stock music sneaks its way back in. Not my favorite of the series, but far from the worst episode Power Rangers has ever done. I would definitely watch this over quite a few episodes of Dino Thunder. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
I hate empty buildings!
Too bad it's Sunday. Those buildings would have been filled up tomorrow.